I'm gonna break this chair. Hey guys. Hello. Welcome and welcome back to the sixth episode of Are We a Vibe? You guys, are we a vibe? I think I think at this point that we actually really are a vibe. So I've been rewatching the other episodes and I think I look around a whole lot, and you might be wondering, who am I looking at? Nobody really. Real I'm just a little bit shy. Do you believe that? Actually, I don't know. I'm a bit camera shy sometimes. I don't know how that works. I'm alone here. Mm, well, whatever. You guys, setting up is a hassle. Do you know what I mean? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I just did. I think I literally spent like 1 hour trying to. So anything you see, please take. I did my best. I really, really did. Um. All right. Let's just. We're already in it. So how happy new month, guys. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the best month of the year. October is it's mine. October is my month. I legit have less than 24 hours before I turn a new age, and I am too excited. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting old. Yes. It's exciting. I love it. I really, really love it. Yeah. Am I having birthday blues? My friend was asking me, am I really having birthday blues? Not really, not exactly, not the typical blues. First of all, I'm genuinely worried about work. It's not worried, but like I'm thinking about work. I it's another Wednesday, let's be very honest. New month has started. The marathon starts, like time to set the tone for the month, right? And yeah, that's like top of mind. But like I'm thankful. I'm really thankful because this is a different one for me. Oh yeah, I came out the other day. I came out of the closet on TikTok. I'm just very so I think maybe that's kind of what this episode is going to be about. So it's about to get a bit personal. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Maybe not. I don't know. I didn't have anything in particular to talk about, but like when I was praying, I kind of thought of something of like what to talk about, which is my faith, and that is something genuinely January me would be really shocked. It's like, oh girl, you sure you want to do that? But like, I don't care. I'm in love. I found a love that would never fail. A love that's been there for forever, since before I was created, and I'm just so in love with Jesus, man. Like my phone pouch literally says, "Just a girl who loves Jesus." I think I want to get it in like 10, so that if one wears out, I have another one because I just love Jesus so much. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect at all. There's nothing perfect about me. There's matter of fact, my faith journey is not even like a maybe typical one. I don't know. It's like it happened. So I would say that the very first time that I actually, did the thing consciously, uh, give my life to Christ, but I took it back. Well, I was in 2020. But if I tell you that for that 5 years, it was, yeah, I legit, I like, yeah, give me back. I'm not doing this. So, but then this year, somehow God just said, all right, darling, come to me. And I went and I've been there and I don't plan to come out. Something that is going to help me, to be very honest, is this, like talking about it is going to kind of keep me accountable, because then if I start to misbehave and I already, there's like evidence that, oh, you've already come out to say that you're a Christian, and tomorrow if you start acting up, it's like, girl, people are going to be like, yeah, I said it. I'm not going to give anybody any opportunity to say, yeah, she's going to come back to how she was before. Because who was I really? There was, I felt very empty, no direction, no purpose, looking for something to fill you. There's really a hole in everybody that only God can feel, which is, I think, the reason why people look for the most absurd things to do to fill that hole in their heart. That's why you see people that they have money, they have everything, right? But then they themselves know that there's still that emptiness. So they try to fill it up with drinking, with doing extreme things. People would pay to go, like, those guys that the submarine thing, I can't even remember it. But like, is that a longing to feel something that makes people do certain things? But like, literally, it's only Jesus that can feel you. That's why you see someone that's a Christian, like a Christian, and they are poor, but they're very happy, they are very fulfilled, they are very satisfied, because you have Jesus, you have everything. Quote me anywhere. The amount of money in your pocket doesn't matter. The amount of material things you have doesn't matter. The amount of babes you sleep with doesn't mean anything. I mean, it means something, but it doesn't give you that. That's why we're so we're such a morally depraved society, because everybody is looking for that something. Let me just help you. It's only Jesus that can help you feel that hole, like that emptiness that you feel. Doesn't matter how productive you are, you just feel like there's something. It's Jesus. That's all you need. So here I am to tell you guys that it's Jesus. That's the cause of the glow. That's the cause of the happiness. That's just my reason, my why. It's Jesus. And now I don't live my life for myself anymore. I live to please my Lord. I so see, there's just something, especially being born in a Christian home. It's like, you know, hmm? I don't even know what that was. Sorry. Wow, I'm scared. Okay, you just know that there's a calling in your life. That was a calling. But yes, you just know that there's a calling in your life. You're not like every other person. And for me, that was the case. Honestly, it was just like, I just knew that all the everything that I was doing, I would end up at this point where I am now. But then I was scared because I felt I'll not be happy. What will people say? I think that's basically it. That was all the fear. What will people say? What will people think of me? Hey, this girl, fine girl, you've partied, you've done all those things, and now you want to be a Jesus girl. But yes, that's what Jesus is asking. He's like, come, just come to me. So I'm not so if I remove the fear of what will people say, I don't think there's any other thing holding me back. Personally, everybody has their own race, their own journey. I don't know what your story is. Like, what's the reason why you're not able to be a Christian? For me, it was genuinely what people say, the reputation I had built. I don't even know if I built any reputation, but yeah, whatever reputation I had built, the kind of friends that I had, and the kind of people that I met, all of a sudden now they see me, oh, you're now doing Christian. Okay, but here we are. Here we are. I'm I'm doing it. I'm talking about Jesus. I love Jesus. I'm a praying woman now. Oh, I'm trying to be a praying woman. I actually find joy in genuinely just reading my Bible, talking to God. Again, I'm not perfect. There are days that I don't even remember, but I feel like where your heart is matters a lot. Are you making conscious effort to actually think of Jesus, be with being it's just like being in a relationship. It's a love affair, right? Because it's like imagine you had a talking stage that's not talking to you every time. You know how you like, oh, this one is not serious. That's how it is with God. Are you being serious with your maker? And before you even get to anywhere we're getting to, I hope you know that when people say Jesus is coming again, it's not a joke. It's really not a um tactic to scare people. He's coming back very, very soon. Me, oh, I'm very, very thankful. I am privileged that I answered the call of God before He came because now I am assured eternal life. This body may die, but my soul will live forever, and I will one day see Jesus. Do you know, I think I was very scared to okay, let me just tell you. I was first of all, like I said, I was very scared to ever I was imagining how will I be talking about God? How will I be talking about Jesus on social media? Like, it didn't look aesthetic at all, right? But inside of me, I knew first of all, I cannot run away from this God. There's, how when there's prayer on top of your head, I come from a praying mother. I come from a Christian woman, almost an evangelist, really. So, like, I couldn't run away from it. I grew up in church. There was always that thing that I just knew that me, oh, I would preach the gospel publicly. This one is not, oh, you're doing one on one evangelism. I knew that I would. Yeah, I knew it. And then when I now started becoming like a content creator, and then I said, oh, I want to do like personal development, I was very, very wise in my in my way to say, oh, see the pillars I'll be interested in um um physically, mentally, and otherwise. I refused to say spiritually because at that point I knew I was in no way qualified or even should even be allowed to talk about Jesus because me and Jesus were like worlds apart, but now we're like close, But yes, I genuinely deliberately refused to say, oh, the spiritual aspect because I knew that if I start, like if I put my one leg in, I've entered because that's where God will now hold me. So I was like, oh, just physically, mentally. But now look at me, and I forgot what I wanted to add to that. Anyway, when there's calling on your head, you cannot run away from it. So let's say it took me 5 years to come back, like, but I'm just imagining what could I have achieved for God in 5 years? What could I have done? No time for regrets, anyways. I now will be like, what can I do with the rest of my life? Because me, I just want to serve God. I just want to do things that He wants me to do. I, before I was thinking there was I don't know some videos of people like just talking about what is relaxing to them, and then I never for once imagined that I would look forward or long for fellowship with other Christians, worship, praise, prayer. I never imagined that there will be a time in my life where I would just want to pray with people, like let us come together for the sole purpose of praying. But you know what's more exciting for me is that now I am looking forward to doing that with my husband. Like we just stay and okay. I remember something that happened. Okay, so someone met me at this Enugu, this MBA conference that they did in Enugu. So he met me, and sometimes, yeah, I don't give out my number because it's like I know that this thing is nothing. But then there are some people that would just like you look like if I say no, you start asking me why, and I don't have energy for that. So take the number. So I gave him the number, and then he came to my workplace. If you don't know, I work at Dachosa. And then you should come by. You should come by and say hi and buy something. All right. So I he came by and was like, oh dad. Okay, prior to him coming, he had texted me on WhatsApp and I was like, yeah, I'm not answering that. Then he called me, persistent man. He called me and then he's like, oh, I've been texting. I said, oh yeah, I'm busy. Da 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 da. He said, okay, can he come by my work, please? I said, no problem. Makes it easy for me, sir. So he came and then we were talking. And you guys, I turned that into a mini evangelism. Maybe not really, but like I just spoke to him. So he was talking. Oh, he's this. I said, okay, what do you do? What did he even say he does again? Whether he say he imports, one crazy thing. I said, okay. He said, that he used to live in Saudi Arabia. Which country? He was doing chef. See, he can make all these international meals. I didn't ask, but we're talking here. He can make all these international meals. Now he doesn't have an office. He sells clothes, abi shoes, something. Those parts are really not important to me. That's why I don't remember it. But and I said, okay, so what's your relationship with God? And he's like, that he usually goes to church. I said, right, but uh, doesn't really go to church rather. And then we're not talking. Unfortunately for me, right? Yes, the day before, like the day he met me, I was wearing a long skirt, right? And then that day that he saw me, I removed my earrings because I was tired. I was answering calls, so keeping the phone in my ear was it had, so I removed it. And then I think that day I can't remember what I was wearing again, but I think it was like a long skirt or a gown now, one of them. So he said, okay, so that is it this um my face that is affecting what I wear. Pardon me, I'm coughing. Then I think I was also like with my natural hair. So he now said, is it this my face that's like not allowing me to? I laughed for like, it was hilarious. So I was like, ah no, it's not that. I explained, how when you explain yourself. But yeah, so he was not like, okay, so what do I do for fun? I said, I don't even have time. But then what I consider fun is not going to the club because that's what he was asking. Like that's okay. So what if your man wants to go to the club? I said, first of all, I would not have a man that his idea of fun is clubbing. Can't be unequally yoked anymore. So and then he was not like, so you can that he knows pastors that go clubbing. I said, that's them. Me, I cannot. I'm not looking for anything there. I don't keep anything there. So it's not my thing at all. So why I said all of that is just to say that now my idea of like dates and stuff has changed. I see prayer as like it should be a thing between people intending, right? So I mean, if you're looking at me and you're trying to move to me, can you pray? Can you cover our family? Because I'm not, can you cover our family in prayer? If devil wants to attack, will you be sleeping like a fool, or will you be standing and praying for us? I will pray for us, but you're the head of the home, you got more responsibility. So yeah, if you're trying to move to me, you better know what you and God are doing. Because now that's like number one requirement. What's your relationship with God? What's your relationship with God? I asked someone, what's your relationship with God? He say it's cool. I say, it's cool, okay. What do you mean it's cool? And I realize now that maybe I'm not really going to get because this is not a popular thing really. Like I may not get this video may not do, I don't know, God can do anything at the end of the day. But like I mean if you're here, if you're watching at this point, do you want to marry me? I'm just joking. But if you're still here, if you're still watching, like thanks. Because this is not something popular with our world today. Like people talking about their faith is not, But if you're here, you I owe you come to touch you and see what I owe you. Might be just a handshake, might be a hug. It's a thought that counts, but just come. All right, so it's my birthday in a few hours, and like I said, I January me would be so confused, like, wow, how did we get here? But we're here. It's the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our sight. I thought that there are so many things that I thought would be in place now that aren't. But am I bothered by that? No, really. I just feel like it's all in God's timing. See, trusting on God is hard. Waiting for His timing is hard, right? But what can you do? It's frustrating sometimes, but really, what can you do? Nothing. You just have to wait it out and know that, know in your heart of hearts that this God that you serve is a good God. He thinks good thoughts of you. He would only do things that would help you, never to bring you down. He's not a God that delights in suffering of his people. But yeah, just to let you all know, I'm a preacher now. I'm a preacher of the gospel. Wow. Wow. I, I, yeah. I can't saw it coming. Let me not even lie. Let me not even lie. I just knew that there's no way I can escape being a child of God. But I didn't think it was going to happen the way it happened. Legit just woke up and day after day I was listening to sermons, reading my Bible more. And before you know it was happening, the hunger kept growing. One thing I'm really, really, really thankful for is the fact that God is a master planner. Because as soon as I came back to Enugu, there was already CCI. And I was already tired of going to the church I was going to before. So I went back to my, I like to call it my local assembly. I went back to my local assembly. I was not happy there because I left, or like I already left before. I came back because where I was, I said I'd rather just be coming here. So now come back to Enugu and there's CCI, and I did not know anything about CCI really, apart from Twitter. Like, oh, people, there were a lot of CCI people on Twitter, and so I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna try it, and I did, and I tell you, it's the best decision of my life. So sorry for the break in transmission. I'm coughing terribly. I don't know. So, like I was saying, I came to CCI and that has helped me a lot. As soon as I came in, I said, all right, I'm diving in. I've done membership school, and I said, you know what, I want to be a worker. I became a church worker. Like, I'm just inside. And Pastor Precious is a good teacher. I'm thankful that when I came, so coincidentally, we came to CCI, and like the Sunday he started, like the first Sunday he came as resident pastor was the first Sunday I attended church. So I like to say that we started together, and But I'm really, really thankful for him. I'm learning more about God. What's annoying about this cough is that it went for like 3 weeks. I wasn't coughing anymore, and then all of a sudden, more tired. So sorry that it's going to cut, but I have to cut out where I'm coughing. Do you want to see me coughing? No, you don't. Yeah. So moving on. Thankful for Pastor Precious and thankful for him helping me grow in my faith. I try to tell him, I don't know if I tell him enough, but thank you, PPA. PPA is so funny because NYSC, wherever. So I'm hoping to do like 2 videos this week to make up. I'm so sorry. To make up for all the times 2 weeks now I did not post, right? I can't give you an explanation really. Time just and it was gone before I knew it. So fingers crossed that I'm going to shoot a second video so that this weekend, by the special grace of God, I'll have 2 videos to give you. So you're going to get to episode 7. 7 is number of completion, right? And we're gonna get there. Really, what do I have to say? Nothing much. I'm just really thankful for you, my 26 subscribers. You guys are, shout out to you, love from here, real love. Because why you with me? Tell me actually. Tell me in the comments why you're here. Because so me, I'm trying not to, like, I hope to get comments and views and likes and subscribers from people that don't know me. I'm rather people that I don't know, right? Because I want to see that, oh wow, this is reaching other people. They're not liking it just because they know me. Do you understand? Um so yeah, if we don't know each other, just say hi so that I know that you're there, and God bless you. This is a new phase of my life, and guess what? You have front row seats to it. Obviously, not going to share everything because who's oversharing on social media? Not me, not me. But you're gonna get some things, and hopefully, very very soon, I get I hope I get a guest soon. I wonder who my first guest is going to be. Oh my god. Who is it gonna be? You guys, me, I don't even know. So let's keep it 100 with each other. You like, you share, you subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. There's a preacher on the block. No, actually, just tell them there's a fun girl. Remember, I'm 16 years old. I'm just a teenager. There's a new fun girl on the block who is wise, who is beautiful, who is witty, who is funny, and who will help them grow themselves. So do the thing, let me know in the comment section what you think. Just drop some encouragement for me. Uh, remember, I'm still accepting gifts for my birthday till the next birthday. There's no late time. Anytime. To right? So I want a camera for my birthday. All right. It's been real, guys. Number 6. Bye.